When I stand before you today, I don't just want to deliver words. I want to ignite something inside you. Because I know in this very room there are people carrying dreams, ideas, and goals so powerful that if they came to life, they would not only transform your own future, they would transform the lives of everyone around you. But too often, those dreams get buried beneath fear, doubt, and hesitation. Too often, we silence ourselves before the world even has the chance to doubt us. And that's why I want you to stay with me, because what I'm about to share is not just another motivational speech. It is a roadmap to unlocking the most powerful version of yourself. It is a message that will demand your attention, not because of me, but because deep down, you know you've been waiting to hear these words. The title of this message is simple, but it carries the weight of transformation. I can, I will, I must. Those three statements are not just affirmations. They are the difference between a life of excuses and a life of purpose. They are the mindset that separates those who wish from those who achieve, those who dream from those who live their dreams. So, I ask you, listen closely, not passively, but with the intention to apply every word. Because if you allow this message to sink in, if you carry it with you after today, you will begin to see shifts in your life that you once thought were impossible. This isn't about temporary motivation. This is about creating a permanent shift in how you see yourself and your potential. If you're tired of standing on the sidelines of your own life, if you're ready to stop waiting for the right time, and if you're ready to finally step into the person you were created to become, then don't just hear these words. Absorb them, own them, live them, because by the end of this speech you will no longer say maybe one day. You will stand with certainty and say, I can, I will, I must. When I say asterisk, I can asterisk, I'm not just speaking about possibility, I'm speaking about power. The power that lives within each one of us, often hidden beneath the noise of doubt and the weight of other people's opinions. You see, before anything great is ever achieved in life, it begins with a simple belief. A belief that says, yes, I can. It sounds small, but it is the seed of every breakthrough, every accomplishment, every life-changing moment. Without that seed, nothing grows. Without that conviction, even the most brilliant plans collapse before they begin. Too many times, people disqualify themselves long before life ever tests them. They whisper to themselves, asterisk, I'm not good enough, I don't have what it takes, I don't belong in that room, I don't deserve that opportunity. Asterisk, and when you allow those thoughts to live inside your mind, they become a prison that keeps you from discovering your true capacity. But when you choose to replace those thoughts with asterisk, I can asterisk, suddenly the walls begin to crack. Suddenly possibility starts to open. Saying asterisk, I can asterisk doesn't mean the road will be easy, but it means you've given yourself permission to step onto it. And sometimes permission is all you need to begin. Think about every person who has ever inspired you. Every leader, every innovator, every dreamer who turned the impossible into reality. Do you think they began with perfect resources or flawless conditions? No, what they began with was belief. They had the courage to declare, asterisk, I can asterisk, even when no one else around them believed. And that simple declaration became their fuel. It became the foundation on which everything else was built. When you say asterisk, I can asterisk, you are not just affirming your ability. You are reshaping your identity. Because the truth is, your mind listens to the words you speak. If you constantly tell yourself you can't, your mind will find reasons to prove you right. But if you declare, asterisk, I can asterisk, your mind will begin searching for ways to make it true. That's how powerful belief is. It dictates not only how you feel, but how you act and ultimately what you achieve. The difference between people who rise and people who remain stuck is rarely about talent or intelligence. It's about belief. The most gifted individual can remain paralyzed if they tell themselves they can't. But someone with less talent, less opportunity, less advantage, if they believe I can they will push forward, they will outwork the doubt, and they will open doors that others said could never be opened. This is why belief is not optional. It is essential. Without it, even the smallest challenges will feel impossible. With it, even the tallest mountains will look climbable. I can is not arrogance, it's faith. Faith in your potential, faith in your resilience, faith in the idea that no matter how many times life tries to push you down, you have the strength to rise again. But here's the truth, belief will be tested. You will hear voices of doubt, sometimes from people you love, sometimes from society, and sometimes from inside your own head. They will tell you you're not ready, you're not smart enough, you're not capable. And in those moments, you must be louder than the doubt. You must say to yourself with certainty, I can. Because if you don't believe in you, why should anyone else? Belief is not about ignoring reality, it's about redefining it. It's about saying yes, the challenges are real. Yes, the obstacles are heavy. Yes, the journey is uncertain, but still I can. And when you hold on to that truth, you unlock a strength within you that you may have never known existed. A strength that allows you to take the first step, and then the next, and then another, until suddenly, what once felt impossible becomes your new normal. Every major achievement in history began with someone believing they could. That's where it all starts. And today, as you listen, I want you to make a decision to stop underestimating yourself. A decision to silence the voice that says you can't. A decision to believe in your own capacity, no matter how many times you've failed, no matter how far you feel behind, no matter how many reasons you've created for why it can't be done. Replace them all with one reason why it can, and let that reason be you. Because the truth is, you were created with more strength than you realize, more resilience than you've ever tapped into, and more potential than you've dared to imagine. The only question is, will you give yourself the permission to believe it? Will you wake up each morning and declare, I can Because when you do, you'll be surprised at how much begins to change, not outside of you, but within you. And once you truly believe in I can everything else becomes possible. When you move from saying I can to declaring I will everything shifts. I can is the belief that you have the ability, but I will is the decision to act on that ability. It is the bridge between thought and reality, between potential and progress. Too often, people stop at belief. They convince themselves they have what it takes, but they never take the step that proves it. They stay in the comfort of I can because it feels good, it feels safe, but the truth is, belief without commitment changes nothing. I will is a declaration of intention, a promise to yourself that you are no longer waiting for the perfect moment or the right circumstances. It is a choice to begin now, to move forward even if the path isn't clear. It is easy to say, I'll start tomorrow, I'll try next week, I'll wait until I feel ready, but those words are silent killers of dreams. Readiness doesn't come before action, it comes because of action. When you say I will you refuse to let hesitation dictate your future. The difference between people who achieve and those who simply dream often comes down to this moment of commitment. Those who achieve do not wait for permission. They don't wait for everyone else to believe in them. They take the risk of action, and through that risk they grow stronger, smarter, more capable. Every accomplishment you admire began with a decision that someone made in the quiet of their heart when no one was watching, when no one was applauding, when no one was certain. They said, asterisk, I will asterisk, and then they acted on it. You see, action is louder than belief. Anyone can say they can. But when you step forward and say asterisk, I will asterisk, that's when the world begins to take notice. It's in those actions, consistent and deliberate, that momentum is built. Momentum doesn't come from waiting for the right time. It comes from taking the first step and then the next, and suddenly, the weight of inaction disappears. Every small step compounds. Every choice to act builds a rhythm that eventually carries you further than you ever thought possible. But make no mistake, asterisk, I will asterisk, is not a phrase of convenience. It is not something you say only when it's easy or when everything feels exciting. Asterisk, I will asterisk is a vow you make that holds even on the days you don't feel motivated, even when doubt tries to creep back in, even when you feel the resistance of failure pressing against you. Discipline is born out of asterisk, I will asterisk, because motivation fades, excitement wears off, but commitment sustains. Asterisk, I will asterisk means showing up not once, not occasionally, but consistently, until what you once thought was far away begins to stand right in front of you. And yes, there will be setbacks. There will be obstacles. There will be moments when you feel like quitting. But asterisk, I will asterisk is the antidote to giving up. It's a reminder that the decision has already been made, and your job is simply to keep moving forward. When others quit, when others fold under pressure, when others allow doubt to paralyze them, you will stand firm in your decision. That is the power of asterisk, I will. Asterisk, every single day you wake up, you are faced with a choice. You can say, asterisk, I might asterisk. You can say, asterisk, I'll try asterisk. Or you can say, asterisk, I will. Asterisk, and that choice shapes your future. When you choose asterisk, I will asterisk, doors begin to open, not because opportunity suddenly becomes easier, but because your consistent action begins to align with the results you desire. Opportunity favors those who are already in motion. It finds the ones who have already committed. Think about the people you admire most in life. The entrepreneurs, the leaders, the creators, the visionaries. Their success was not built overnight, and it wasn't built on words alone. It was built on daily choices, daily action, daily commitment. They lived asterisk, I will. Asterisk, they refused to quit when progress felt slow. They refused to be distracted by the opinions of others. They carried their commitment like a shield against fear. When you say asterisk, I will asterisk, you are no longer asking yourself if you're capable. You are no longer negotiating with doubt. You are deciding with absolute clarity that your goals are non-negotiable. And when your goals become non-negotiable, your life begins to change. You begin to operate with urgency. You stop waiting for chances and instead create them. You stop fearing failure and instead use it as fuel. You stop questioning if you're enough and start proving that you are. And that is why the power of asterisk, I will asterisk, is so transformational. Because it is not just a phrase, it is a lifestyle, a way of moving through life with determination, with discipline, with an unwavering sense of direction. It turns dreamers into doers, believers into achievers, and vision into reality. So when you rise tomorrow, don't just whisper asterisk, I can asterisk. Stand tall, look at the life you want, and say with certainty, asterisk, I will. Asterisk, when you reach the point where you no longer say asterisk, I can asterisk, or asterisk, I will. Asterisk, but instead declare asterisk, I must. Asterisk, everything changes. This is where desire turns into necessity, where goals stop being optional and start becoming non-negotiable. Asterisk, I must asterisk, is the fuel that carries you through the hardest nights, the longest days, and the moments when your strength feels like it's gone. Because when something becomes a must, there are no alternatives, there are no excuses, there are no exit doors. It becomes the standard you live by, the promise you refuse to break, the reason you keep pushing even when everything in you wants to quit. Life has a way of testing your convictions. It will ask you, asterisk, how bad do you really want this? Asterisk, and in those moments, asterisk, I can asterisk will not be enough. Asterisk, I will asterisk will not be enough. You will need the force of asterisk, I must. Asterisk, because asterisk, I must asterisk creates urgency. It gives you the grit to keep going when your body is tired, when your heart is heavy, when the voices around you say it's time to stop. Asterisk, I must asterisk silences doubt and forces action, not because it's comfortable, but because it's necessary. There is a fire that is born in the human spirit the moment something becomes a must. Think about the difference between wanting something and needing something. When you want it, you chase it until it becomes inconvenient. When you need it, when it is a must, you will crawl, you will sacrifice, you will endure, and you will find a way no matter what it costs. That is the difference maker. That is the line between those who almost make it and those who do. When you look at the people who have risen above the greatest challenges, who have survived the deepest struggles, who have built legacies against impossible odds, they didn't succeed because it was easy, they succeeded because it was a must. They knew failure wasn't an option, quitting wasn't on the table, and excuses couldn't live in their vocabulary. And that urgency pushed them to heights they would never have reached otherwise. And here's the truth, life doesn't always give you perfect conditions. Most of the time it won't. You'll face rejection, disappointment, setbacks, even heartbreak. You'll encounter obstacles that make you question why you even started in the first place. And when you hit those walls, asterisk I can asterisk will feel too weak, asterisk I will asterisk will feel too soft. Only asterisk I must asterisk will hold you in those moments. Because when you make a decision that something is non-negotiable, you stop looking for an escape and start searching for solutions. That's the power of asterisk I must. Asterisk, it doesn't mean you won't fall. It doesn't mean you won't hurt. It doesn't mean you won't doubt yourself from time to time. But it does mean that no matter how many times you stumble, you'll get back up. No matter how heavy the burden becomes, you'll carry it a little further. No matter how much resistance stands in your way, you'll keep pressing forward because the mission is too important to abandon. There will be nights when you're exhausted, when progress feels invisible, when the thought of another step seems unbearable. And yet, asterisk, I must asterisk will whisper louder than the exhaustion. It will remind you of why you started, who you're doing it for, and what's waiting on the other side of persistence. It will remind you that pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. It will remind you that resilience is built not in the easy moments, but in the trials that demand everything you've got. And the beauty of asterisk, I must asterisk, is that it transforms you. It takes you beyond discipline, beyond commitment, into a place where your entire identity shifts. You stop being someone who tries, and you become someone who endures. You stop being someone who wishes, and you become someone who executes. You stop being someone who hopes, and you become someone who makes it happen. That transformation doesn't just change your results, it changes you. And when you carry that kind of energy, when people see that kind of resilience in you, you inspire others. You prove through your actions that strength is not about never falling. It's about refusing to stay down. You prove that greatness is not given, It is earned by those who make it a must. You prove that when your back is against the wall, you don't break, you rise. So when the storms come, when the world doubts you, when the road feels endless, you look inside yourself and you say with unshakable certainty, I must. When you begin to live with the mindset of I can, I will, I must. Something remarkable happens. It doesn't just change what you do, it changes who you are. It transforms the way you walk into a room, the way you speak to yourself, the way you face challenges, and the way you inspire others. Because when these words stop being something you simply say and start becoming the way you live, you don't just achieve your goals, you begin to create a legacy. Every action you take, every step you commit to, every challenge you overcome becomes an example for someone else who is watching. And believe me, people are watching. You may not always realize it, but someone out there is looking at you as proof of what's possible. They may not tell you, but they're inspired by your resilience, your consistency, your courage to keep going when life tests you. And that's what living I can, I will, I must truly means. It's not only about creating a future for yourself, but also showing others that they can create one too. This mindset has a ripple effect. When you embody it fully, your energy shifts, your confidence becomes contagious. Your determination lights a fire in people who may have felt theirs go out. You turn into the kind of person who doesn't just talk about possibilities, but demonstrates them. And when others see you living with that kind of conviction, they start to believe in themselves a little more, too. You become proof that strength is built through choice, that success is not reserved for the lucky, but for the persistent. And here's what's powerful. Living this way doesn't just transform your own life, it multiplies impact. Think about the people you love, the people you care about. When you rise, they rise with you. When you refuse to settle, they see what's possible. When you choose to persevere, they learn perseverance. And that influence is greater than any material achievement. That influence becomes your legacy. Long after the applause fades, long after the victories are won, the example you set remains. But legacy is not built by accident, it's built by choice. It's built by waking up every single day and deciding that you will not go back to who you used to be. You will not live small. You will not let fear dictate your destiny. It's built by the consistency of showing up, even when it's hard, even when no one is cheering, even when progress is slow. And in time, those consistent decisions create a version of you that inspires not only your present, but generations after you. And I want you to think about this. What would your life look like if you lived every single day with the urgency of I must and the determination of I will, rooted in the belief of I can ? What would you accomplish? Who would you become? More importantly, who would you inspire? Because your story is not just about you. Your story is about the lives you will touch, the people you will influence, the dreams you will awaken in others simply by refusing to quit on your own. There is someone out there who needs to see you succeed so they can believe it's possible for them. There is someone who needs to see your discipline so they can find their own. There is someone who needs to witness your strength so they can discover the strength inside themselves. That is the power of living with conviction. That is the power of living a life that says not only I can, I will, I must, but I do. This is bigger than a goal. It's bigger than success. It's about becoming the kind of person who refuses to leave this world the same way they found it. It's about becoming a light for others when the world feels dark. It's about creating a legacy that reminds people long after you're gone that possibility is real, that greatness is possible, and that resilience always wins. And so, as you leave here today, Don't just carry these words in your mind, carry them in your actions. Let them shape the way you live, the way you love, the way you work, and the way you rise. Because when you embody asterisk I can, I will, I must, asterisk you don't just change your life, you change lives all around you. And that is the kind of legacy worth living for.